Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Thursday. I think it's Thursday.
Yes, it's
Yep, Thursday.
Thursday. Yep. Thursday the 26th.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh, I can't believe July's almost over.
I know.
Oh,
Jeez.
today's 26th.
Yep.
I was thinking today was the 25th. Yesterday, Lugnut turned 2 years old.
Aww.
Dang it, I'll have to bring him home a bone today. I thought it was today, but I guess today's the 26th. So.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Poor baby. I'll celebrate his birthday today. He won't know.
Oh, he knew. He knew yesterday.
Yeah, that's why he was moping around.
Yep.
Mom forgot my birthday.
Yep. Saturday is my oldest daughter, Tina's. It's her birthday. She'll be
Oh, wow.
30. Should be 31. I think she'll be 31. It doesn't seem like I should have kids that old, but
No.
No. I know, that's what I said about my 25-year-old. I was like, really?
Yep.
And then I'm married 25 years this year. I was like, wow. The hell
come here.
Goes by fast.
does. You blink and that's it.
Yep.
Come here.
So anybody has new kids, I'm like, my only advice is don't blink.
That's true.
They're like, what? I'm like, it seems like if you blink, they're all grown up.
Yep.
I said, so don't ever blink.
Oh,
Then they laugh. At first they're confused, but that was last night. I was in Gator the Legend, Michael Malloy's son. And I'm sorry, Valerie, but I gotta put an ad out there. If anybody wants, he's funny. He swears, but he's funny. Gator the Legend, he's called. I think he's hilarious. He does small YouTuber news. Anyways, he was on there last night. I went on there about, I don't know, I went in there a couple different times, but he was winding down at the end of the night, and he goes, okay, guys, should I go to bed, or should I stay a little longer? And I said, stay a little longer with Big Red. He's like, what? And I was like, the gum commercial, stay a little longer with Big Red? And I was like, okay, maybe he's too young. Well, he's in his 30s, so maybe he's too young to hear that Big Red commercial. I said, the Big Red gum commercial. I said, it was funnier in my head. Like, I thought it was hilarious, but nobody got it.
Isn't that the way it always works, though?
Yeah.
Apparently, you guys didn't get it either.
No, I did. You kiss a little longer. You stay a little longer.
Yeah,
You love
yeah.
a little longer with Big Red.
That's right.
I get it.
There we go.
I was looking at all my offers. I was accepting offers.
I thought it was hilarious in my head.
That's all that matters.
I'm always hilarious in my head.
It's all that matters.
Yep.
Good morning, Hank.
Morning, Hank.
Good morning, Mary. I didn't go walking today. I feel bad, but I should have.
I didn't either because I went and had breakfast.
Well, I didn't go that extravagant, but
Oops.
I did something to my ankle when I was down under, and
Bye, Hank.
so it's just kind of, I don't know. It feels like it's got a catch in it. You know, it's not.
When you went to the crawl space?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know what I think I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. Feels like kind of like out of place, you know. It's not broken or anything like that, but it's just kind of like it's got a little pop in it, and it's just different and it hurts.
Right.
So it's not crazy hurting, like, you know, I can't walk on it or anything. It's more of more of an irritation.
Right.
Oh.
So I felt like and it's probably just an excuse, but I felt like I didn't want to really.
Well, you don't want to aggravate it.
I didn't want to walk on it and, you know,
make it worse.
Yeah. So I just thought, well, plus I had stuff I needed to do here, so I thought, well, I'll just stick around the house today and go walk tomorrow. So
How's your shin doing, or your leg, or whatever it was? Remember, you were having issues there.
my what?
Is that
Oh,
getting
my
better?
leg. Nah. I need to go to the doctor because I got some redness and some
Oh.
swelling, and it's just circulation. It's a circulation issue.
What's going
So
on?
nothing.
You even call Tina and Julie? Is that what you said?
Nope, I didn't say that. I did not say that. Nope, nope, no.
She did although say she needs to go to the doctor, Sally.
Well, I know. I just got back from the doctor, so I'm all done.
Oh,
My
look at
doctor's
that.
proud.
Sally's been going to the doctor recently, lots,
Yeah.
when she's supposed to.
Proud of me because I lost 6 pounds.
Good job.
Ooh.
You get an atta girl.
Gold star for Sally. That's awesome.
Everybody hashtag Sally.
Good job on your sales yesterday, Nikki.
Thanks.
How are you going to sell those? Are you going to put them in a baggie or ship them?
No, she's gonna put them in a baggie.
A baggie.
Baggy. Oh my God, you guys. I told my husband about that. I told my husband about that when he got home, and he goes, I can't even say it the way they say it. I said, I know. It doesn't even come out right. It doesn't even flow out of my mouth that way. Hey Todd, what do you call a Ziploc? Todd.
He's being silent. Silent.
Bridget, what do you call a Ziploc? What'd you say, Todd?
The bag.
See, he said bag too.
No, he doesn't. He says bag.
So, no, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Say it again, Todd.
Container.
No, say bag.
Sack.
I think Sally and Valerie are the only ones that say it wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Sally,
I say
you're
bag.
frozen.
Big.
Big.
Bag.
Big.
That's where you're asking God for forgiveness.
No, that's beg.
That's what you said.
No, I didn't. I said bag. Long A. Bag.
You're saying the same thing.
It's a baggie.
I've got a long.
Oh my goodness. Sally, you're frozen.
It must be lost in translation, because I say baggy and you say beg if you beg for forgiveness. I think you're all nuts.
Yep. That's what it is.
My husband even said you guys were nuts.
Of course, because he's going to talk the same way that you do.
Tara, where are you? Oh, that's right. Jim was on the morning show, or the other one.
And they're going to talk the same way you do, too.
Yep.
Yep. So that ain't going to work.
Yeah. I've always said anybody not from Texas talks weird.
Yep.
So.
There you go.
I always said anybody from Texas talks like they have a lot of shit in their mouth. I'm just kidding.
Well, in most cases, that's true.
Not in your case, though, Todd. I can always understand you good.
There you go.
I just like to give you crap.
Because my parents are from Oklahoma.
Oh, there you go.
That's why.
Did you grow up in Oklahoma, Todd?
No, we pretty much moved to Texas when I was still a baby.
Oh, okay.
And then your mom moved back to Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Hmm.
When Dad retired, they moved back to Oklahoma.
Mm.
I
Gosh, it's
see.
been a million years ago now.
Yeah.
You blinked.
Yep. Don't blink. Don't do it. Hey,
Yep, yes.
Junk Trader, Swag Maven.
Yes. Yesterday, I thought I had the right size baggies for Valerie, and I was like, hold on, I'll go look and see and find them for you. Her and Sally were making fun of me. I was like, screw you and your baggies, too.
She says baggies, and we say baggies. Baggies. Baggies.
I say baggies with a long A.
You can put all kinds of grammar on that if you want. Whatever you want to do, it still sounds the same.
Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Swag. Morning, Junk Trader.
You can spice it up all you want, but it's all gonna sound
Long
the same.
A or short A for baggie? For bag.
Yeah, it still sounds like you're putting a lot of E in there.
That's
Bag.
exactly.
I don't know what you guys are hearing, but I'm saying bag. B-A-G with a long A.
So
Bag.
you're saying beg. B-E-G.
Yeah.
No, bag is different. That's with an E. I'm saying bag.
Okay, say bag and then say bag.
Bag and beg.
They're the same.
You're saying the same word.
No, I'm not. I'm saying bag and I'm saying beg.
That was a little different. I could hear that.
I think you're all nuts.
Yeah, well.
Because the way Valerie says it, she says bag with a short A.
Oh
And
my
I say
gosh.
bag with a long A.
Oh my gosh.
That's the same, Nikki. What's the same? You're all crazy.
Yep.
Bridget, what do you say? Get in here.
My neighbor was here. I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
What do you call Ziplocs?
Baggies.
Thank you.
She said, what did you say?
Say it again.
Baggies.
Yeah,
See?
she
She said baggies.
no, she says baggies.
No, she said baggies.
Oh my
I didn't say
God.
baggies. I said baggies.
Baggies, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Just shoot me, man.
I don't know what you guys are hearing, but I'm hearing baggies out of my mouth.
Okay,
Yeah.
that one sounded like baggies. But you are saying baggies. Like,
No, I'm saying baggies with a long A.
you're from Minnesota, right?
Man, yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's for long A.
Bag does have a long A.
Oh my gosh. We're not gonna win
But
here.
you guys are saying short A, baggies.
Baggies.
Oh my God, are we still talking about baggies?
Yes. Thank you,
Oh,
Sally.
okay.
Now see when Sally said it, it sounded like she was saying baggies.
Okay,
See,
so
and that's what you
Nikki
say.
says
That's what you say.
baggie. Nikki says
No, I say bag.
bag. Baggies.
Baggies.
And I say baggy. I don't know. Stop it. I'm going back to
When I say it, I say bag.
bag.
Ah.
Yeah, they're
Ah.
saying
Bag.
I'm saying A, bag.
Bag.
You're saying
Like I'm in
No, she's
kindergarten.
not.
Kindergarten.
She's saying E, the E sound.
This morning on Sesame Street. We're learning the long A and short A sounds.
Oh my gosh.
Forget eBay. This is English class today.
Oh,
Yeah, we could be solving the problems of the world, but no, we're arguing about bags.
Yes, we could.
We're not arguing. It's a discussion. There's a difference. You're married, you know.
Oh no, I don't
You should know the
argue.
difference.
It must be my accent or something, because when yes, it's bag. Yes, Karen, that's what I'm saying. Bag.
okay.
I don't know if it's my
Like it's
if it's my whatchamacallit or
your draw.
what I just said the word.
Accent.
Accent, thank you. And that's short A, accent.
Oh my gosh.
That's right, not beg. Exactly. It's bag.
I beg
That's
to
exactly what you just said,
You
Nikki.
said the same. You're saying the same word.
No, I'm not. I'm saying
need to
bag
beg.
with a long A.
You need to go rewind and listen to yourself.
Somebody,
Because
I am-
you just said the same thing.
I am listening to myself. Bag. B-A-G. Long
You know what
A.
this is?
Bag.
You know what
You
this
know what?
is?
I love you, but I can't be with you anymore. I was just being dramatic.
This is not going to end well. This is
Nope.
you're right and
This
I'm
is a
wrong.
political. This is turning into a political.
Yeah, let's talk about Trump.
and you too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It must be
Yeah,
an
it's too
accent thing. You guys must be hearing something wrong, because I am saying it with a long A. And
I
when I
swear
hear
to
it, it sounds right. And when you guys say it, it sounds like you guys are saying A with a short A.
big.
So it must
That's what you say.
it must be an accent thing.
Baggies.
Maybe.
Baggies.
So
Somebody-
we're all saying it right. We're just hearing it wrong.
Yes. There you go. Somebody used to tease me how I would say little.
Little.
He goes, "You say lil, like little, like little."
Mm,
He goes, "You
Little.
say lil." No, I don't. I say little.
little.
No.
This is the yesterday
What is it?
eBay.
Hi, Karen. By
It's a
the way,
necklace.
Uh-huh.
It's a necklace, and it has like I
Go
don't
back
know,
a
like
little
a
bit.
little head.
Back
Or,
a little bit. There you go. Are they coins or are they just like
they look like coins,
Arms.
but they're not.
I used to have a
They're
belt
very
like that.
lightweight, and they're it's American Girl doll.
Oh,
Mm.
cool.
Oh. Nice.
Very
That seems so good.
I sold it for $8.
Oh, you already sold.
She said that she just bought the dress and the shoes and was hoping to get the necklace to match. I was
Cool.
like, yep, we're gonna do that for you.
Swag says, "So Todd, what you got in your baggie?" And Karen's at the beach says, "It's war of dialects." Junk
Yep.
Trader says, "It's your region." And my cousin from Wisconsin has same accent. Say basket. Basket. She always said basket funny to me.
Basket.
Basket. That's with a short A.
You said
Yes.
it right. Fast.
Basket.
So you said that one fine.
Yeah, I heard that one fine.
Y'all are nuts.
Basket. Freaking basket, please.
Y'all are nuts.
Now,
I think I'm going to
Say
throw that
mom.
package I was sending Valerie in the garbage.
Okay.
Valerie, say mom.
Do what?
Say mom.
Mom.
Yeah, it sounds like you're saying ma'am.
No, it is. No, it does not. It sounds like you're saying mom.
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 See here, they draw out their A's for mom, so it's like mom, mom.
Yeah, that's
Mom.
East Coast.
I say mom. Mom.
Mom.
Mom. All right, I'm
Now
done.
you're thinking about it, and now
Bye,
you
guys.
screwed yourself up.
Driving me nuts.
But yeah, that's kind of Sally. That's kind of like a. That's like a definitely northeastern accent that goes with that.
I noticed.
I say yo, bitch.
I just say no.
She says sausage. Say sausage.
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 Yeah, you're saying it right. Sausage.
You know, the one
Cecil.
that bothers me more than any in the world is pecan, and everybody's
Pecan.
those airheads who say pecan.
Pecan.
They're subhuman troglodytes.
Pecan.
Pecans
I
are
say
what you
pecan.
buy your bed so that you have a place to go in the middle of the night without having to get up.
I
Pecan.
say pecan.
Yes.
Pecan.
Pecan.
No, pecan.
No. Oh. I don't like grapes anymore.
Well, that's I say onion, and it always sounds like there's a G in there when I say onion.
Yep, it
Anyways,
does.
the other day, and I know it's just the way I say it, and I know there's not a G in it, but that's just the way I say it. Well, anyways, my sister-in-law the other day, she's like, so since when is there a G in onion? And I was like, probably the same time that they put a T in cupboard and cousin. And she's like, what the hell are you talking about? I says, every time you say cupboard, you put a T at the end, and cousin, you put a T at the end. I do not. I say it right. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, you don't. Every time anybody and Gary is the only one who does not put a T at the end of those two words. Otherwise, the rest of the family does. They say cousin and cupboard. Drives me freaking crazy. It's like there is no T there.
And as I say coupon, not coupon.
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 Coupon. I say coupon.
Coupon?
I say coupon too.
It's a coupon. No, I say coupon.
I was like, oh,
I
God.
like
I know, like you're supposed to say coupon, but I
Coupon.
say coupon.
I'll say the opposite. If I know it drives somebody nuts, I will definitely say the opposite.
Like the other day, I call it karaoke. You guys call it karaoke.
Well,
Yeah.
that was funny. I'm sorry, but I've never.
I've never heard of that. No, never heard of that.
What did you say?
Karaoke.
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 What? What is that?
Yeah.
Karaoke.
Thank you, Carol.
I know what karaoke is, but I don't
Carol
know
agrees with
what.
me. Can.
It's croaky.
That's what a frog does in a swamp. He's croaking.
You know better than that.
Oh, that's
You ain't
what
getting
you
away
really.
with that one, Nikki.
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
I said you ain't getting
What?
away with that one.
Yeah,
You
I
know
know.
what?
I always say croaky. I know everybody says it's karaoke, but I've always called it karaoke.
Some people say color like killer. Color.
Hmm.
Color?
Yeah.
Really? I've never heard anybody say color like killer. That's like the people, this one woman, she one time told us, she goes, everybody says the W wrong in Washington. And she says Washington.
No, it's
And I'm like,
Worship.
it's Washington. She goes, nope, it's pronounced Washington. I says, do you put your clothes in your washing machine too? She goes, yes, I do. I'm like, all right. I said, where's the R in Washington? She goes, it's Washington. I'm like, there's no R in Washington. I'm like, oh my God.
I know.
I swear, me and Valerie are like from the Okie part of California because that's where, I mean, my mom, she said washcloth.
Hey,
Wash.
Hi,
The
Carol.
wash.
Yeah,
Gotta
she
go
always-
to the pharmacy.
She was from
Gotta go
Washington, but
for the
Hi,
or
Hank.
she was actually from Washington.
Oh my gosh.
The lady was a drunk, so
We
Wash.
say color.
There are people that say wash, like I'm gonna do my wash.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I find myself saying it every once in a while.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
My mom puts the S after Walmart. She won't.
Yeah, my mother-in-law, she was talking to me the other day and she said, I got to go to the Walmarts. And I
Yep.
was
I don't
like,
understand
there's
that.
no K and there's no S.
Yep.
But hey,
I
everybody
go to
says,
Walmart's.
yep, okay. I don't know.
It's funny,
Well,
huh?
that's like jewelry. Everybody's making fun of Tanya. That's where the jury thing came from.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Wasn't it Tanya who was calling it jury all the time?
The
yeah.
jersey. Yep.
That's what she calls it.
Yeah.
She still calls it that.
Yeah. Carol says we say color.
Color,
Color.
and you say ka.
Color.
Ka.
Yeah.
You say ka for car.
I love listening to Carol talk.
Yeah. Get on here, Carol, so we can listen to you talk.
Yeah, come on.
Like when I go to the city, like New York City, Long Island,
Yeah.
Boston. I just love listening to him talk.
Some I do, some I don't. I mean, there are some people who have way too much of a
Oh yeah, you
too
can't.
much of that accent, and oh my god, it drives you crazy. But yeah, sometimes I like listening to them. I like that New York accent.
Yep.
Italians in New York. I like that.
Oh my gosh. You've been to New York City, right? And you went to Little Italy?
Oh my god, yes. I
When
could
the
live
old
there.
ladies are
I could
screaming
live
down
there.
the road to their husbands.
Yep.
Cracks me up.
Well, there was these ones that were, my daughter does a better impression, but there were these people. They had these. There was a restaurant, and then this guy had a small little kiosk kind of thing, where the restaurant had their. It was the restaurant, and then there was this little kiosk thing. Anyways, they had the tables and chairs out in the street. You know how they do.
Right, yep.
And then there was this kiosk thing. Well, anyways, the guy with the kiosk thing had moved was over too far into the restaurant's spot. And I mean, they were having right there out in the street, the owner of the restaurant and the guy that owned the kiosk, they were going at it, yelling at each other, and they're like, "Fuck you! I'll kick your ass right here in the street!" And I mean, I was like, "This is so cool." And then we walk like a block down, and there's this old Italian guy singing Italian music. I was just like, "Oh my god, I could just sit here. I could live here. I could live here. These are my people." I just loved it. It was just wonderful.
Like right around 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night, you'll get the little old Italian ladies screaming down the street for their husband. Like they're screaming their names down the street.
These are my people.
Oh my gosh.
I felt like saying, "These are my people. This is where I come from." Yeah, it was so cool.
It is.
Yeah, Brooklyn accents, yeah. But it was so funny when that one car almost hit me and I slammed my hands down on the hood of the car and I was like, "What the hell?" I started screaming at him, and my daughters are like, "We need to get you back to Minnesota. You're turning into a New Yorkian." Well, as pissed as I get off at people, New York was great for me because I could yell at people and it was totally okay.
Yeah.
It is too, yep. It's expected.
It is. I could just go down the street and yell at people. You can't do that here. People will be like, "What the hell?" So they'd be calling the cops on me.
Yep.
If I ever did something like that. I loved it.
No, it's expected there.
There, it's just defense.
Yeah, you can just do whatever the hell you want. Nobody cared. The cops don't even care what you do.
That's crazy.
They got more things to worry about than me yelling at somebody going down the street.
Yeah.
And they always walk by the homeless people just laying there in the middle of the sidewalk or making but this one woman, she was in a stoop and she looked like she had her whole goddamn apartment set up there.
Yep.
Oh wow.
And the cops were just walking on by. Hi, just walk on by like it was no big deal. I was like, oh my God, she would have been, if you even fall asleep in your car, they're coming and waking you up. Well, now they just a few weeks ago just passed panhandling is okay in Duluth and sleeping in your car is okay in Duluth.
Oh. So you're safe now.
Yeah.
Just don't
As
sleep
long as
in Superior.
I can't go over to Superior and sleep in my car. Just for anybody who's listening, I do not live in my car. Just so you know. Sometimes if I live far, I live quite a ways away from town. So if I'm tired and I feel like I can't make it all the way home, I will pull over and take a nap.
Which is what you should
Just
do.
a short nap, but I do. It comes from being a truck driver.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Hi, creating happy Mondays.
And the reason why she has to
Actually-
explain herself is because people used to think that Nikki slept in her car and lived in her car.
I just
Really?
wanted to
Yeah.
specify.
And then she
Yeah.
finally had to show her house for proof.
Yeah,
Had to prove it.
I swear to God, I have a Tom, Queen City Picker. His dad, his son, one time said, "Dad, will you buy that lady a house so she doesn't have to live in her van?"
Oh my
Yeah, because he'd always be walking through and he's like, what is she doing? She's sitting by the river? Why is she doing that? And, like, she'd be sitting in her van and, fishing or just sitting by the water. And then the next time you see her, she's, over, just parked somewhere, hanging out.
God.
Parked in the grocery parking lot.
Yeah, so he completely thought she was homeless.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Well, even when Gary was home, he wasn't as accepting of YouTube as he is now. And so a lot of times I would just go outside because he'd be like, oh, God, I got to sit and listen to you on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
Where now he's a lot more accepting of it. But before he was just like annoyed by it, So I would go and sit out in my van in my driveway too and talk to you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Summer. Yeah, and then of course it was my auction van, so it was always full of stuff. So I'm sure this kid thought, yeah, this
Mm-hmm.
lady's living out of her van.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Shelley says that in the greater Portland area, there are homeless people camping on the sidewalks.
Yeah.
Same with Washington, D.C. I mean, you
Yeah.
go to Washington, D.C., and you see that all the time.
Wow.
I can't believe that's allowed. I mean, fine, whatever, but I can't believe that cities just allow that.
It's just,
But those are bigger cities, I suppose, where the cops have better things to do than chase homeless away.
Now in Boston, they can't get away with that. Like when you're walking around Boston, if somebody's sleeping on the grass or whatever, they come around and they kick them.
yeah.
They just the cops kick them.
Yeah, I was so amazed out in New York that how accepting they were of that stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
But I mean, you could make money doing just about anything in New York. I mean, you can go there and bang on your drums all day and people give you money.
Right, because you have all the tour, in the city.
Everybody,
I mean, around here we have in Rochester we have a place called Tent City, and it's near like a bridge, and it's just a bunch of homeless people setting up their tents and they sleep there.
Wow.
Yeah. That's right, Anissa. Makes me very thankful for all I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's for sure.
Yep.
That's what I say every month. I says my mortgage is paid. That is the first thing I pay every single month.
Oh yeah.
No matter what, because I can live without electricity. I can live without anything else, but I absolutely cannot live without a roof over my head.
Right.
So no matter what, as long as my mortgage is paid, that's all I care. They used to have a few homeless in LaGuardia Airport, New York. Then they had them leave. Yeah.
Yeah, they can't have them staying there.
Hi, Farm All Fanatic. I watched about your chickens. Sorry you lost all them chickens. He had a fox come through. He had a fox in the hen house. No, he had a fox come through and ate, what was it, 6 of his 8 chickens, I think it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of surprised because I was looking at the way his camera was, and he doesn't have any tall grass or anything. Everything's cut down for a long ways around the hen house. So I was kind of surprised at the fox, but foxes usually aren't too worried about coming out in the out in the open. I think it was a mother and pups. Oh, yeah, yeah. I guess at least you fed the wildlife, right? It's a circle of life, you know. Yeah, the fox are really fast. Yeah, yeah. By the time you think of shooting them, you're already gone.
They're so stinking cute, though, aren't they?
They are.
My ex-husband, he used to work for a golf course, and he caught a fox. He trapped a fox and brought it home, and he had it in a cage. It didn't last long. I mean, I think we only had it for maybe a day.
Yeah.
The fox got out of it and ran off, of course. So,
but
it scared me to death because the girls were like trying to pet it, and I was like, nah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know, but he was always doing that.
Yeah, he says gotta feed him something. At my place, I have 25 acres. At my place, when I had my chickens, we kept behind the barn. The barn was quite a ways away from the house, but we kept the barn behind the barn all the way to the woods cut down, no long grass at all. And we didn't have a lot of loss with our chickens, and our chickens ran around our yard too. But we have dogs.
Right.
Do you have a dog? Do you have a dog, Farmo Fanatic? Maybe if you had a dog. I don't remember if he has a dog or not. Hi, Mike. But anyways, I wonder if maybe that's why, because we have always had dogs. So maybe that's why we didn't have a problem. I know my sister-in-law, she just lived a mile away from me, and she used to have problems with fishers, and and dogs are critical. Yeah. So maybe that's why. Maybe you need a dog.
Yeah.
Anyways, she used to only live a mile away from me, but her house is completely surrounded by woods, where mine's wide open until you get to the woods. Right. And she used to lose chickens all the time, and I believe that it had something to do with how wide open mine is and how secluded hers is with the trees. That's why I was looking when he was showing with the camera. I was looking to see if he had, but it was pretty wide open for him too. Yeah, if he had a dog, you probably wouldn't have that problem. Maybe.
Get a dog.
Unless you have a problem with the dog eating the chickens, but.
If the dog is raised with the chickens, they won't.
Yeah. We never had problems with the dogs until we got Jake, the Saint Bernard, and then he killed my rooster. But so that's pretty much when I quit having chickens, was when we had the Saint Bernard. And I just haven't gotten them back again. I used to love the chickens. Oh my God, the chickens were so great. They were so spoiled. I'd drive up the driveway and they'd run to my car looking for treats. Oh my gosh. So I'd always bring them home some kind of like bread or crackers or something. Yeah. Brought beef sticks home for the dogs. I'd have the dogs and the chickens sitting next to my car waiting for their treats. Oh gosh. Yeah. And I called the ducks. I'd be like, here, ducks. And the ducks would come. Not giving up fresh eggs for a dog. No. No.
Hey, Mike.
Well, if you get a dog and you already have chickens, usually it's easy to train the dog to be with chickens. I didn't have too many problems. I did have one dog that used to break into the coop and eat the eggs. Everybody's like, get rid of that egg sucking dog.
Oh my gosh.
I just told him no, and he stopped doing it. It was Gus, so he was a really good dog otherwise, but yeah, I just told him he couldn't do it anymore, and he quit doing it. But he was like a smart dog. I mean, if I didn't know better, I'd have thought he was human. Yeah, get a pup and raise it around the birds. Yeah.
I would say that's probably your best bet is just to get a pup and raise it and teach it, you know.
Or shoot the fox.
Well, you could do that too. Summer, are you on? How's Vegas going? I mean, I've seen your videos and everything, but are you guys having fun? Are you doing anything exciting besides eBay Open?
Oh my God, that would be like, that is the last thing I would want to go spend money on is eBay Open.
Yeah, I want to go one time. I want to go one time.
I just want to go to Vegas. I don't want to go to eBay Open.
Just to see what's going well.
That's what I say. I'd rather just go to Vegas.
We could do that too.
Can you imagine
Grand
us all
Snatcher.
together?
Oh my gosh, that would be so much fun.
What'd she say?
She said it'd be fun if we could all go together.
Oh yeah, that would be a blast.
I said, could you imagine?
That would be, oh my gosh.
We wouldn't have time for eBay Open.
They'd have to
I just want to hang out with you guys. You know, I don't want to
One of
hang
us
out
would
with
end
those
up
other
in
people.
jail, I'm sure. And it would probably be Nikki.
They'd have to lock Vegas.
And it'd probably be me.
Just remember, gals, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Oh, yes, it does.
I have to tell you, Valerie, the one reason my doctor was really happy with me this morning was because I have decided to do the weight loss surgery.
Oh, good.
Because,
Are you gonna? Are you gonna do the sleeve?
Nope, I'm doing the Roux-en-Y.
Okay. Did you talk to her about the sleeve?
Yes.
Okay.
I've also watched the seminar online and everything like that already too, and answered all the questions. And I just feel like if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do the Roux-en-Y. The sleeve seems like it seems like it works for most people, but it's very in the middle. It's like, you know, it could go either way. Like it does limit the amount of food that the stomach can hold and all of that, and which will, you know, cause your weight loss and everything like that. But at the same time, it seems like it could go backwards too, really fast.
Well, gastric bypass can go backwards too.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Because I know somebody that had it 5 years ago and she's gained every pound back.
Yeah. So, but you have to be committed.
Yeah. Everybody thinks, a lot of people when they go into it, they think that this is going to cure your problem. That you don't have to watch what you eat. You don't have to exercise. You don't have to do nothing. This is just going to cure the problem, and it doesn't. That's
it's even more. It's making you committed.
Right.
You know, and but you do have to still commit to, you know, not overeating and everything, and making yourself sick every time you want to overeat and all of that. And you know, you have to limit your portions. That's just how it has to, you know, have to do it. But the insurance I'm on right now, you have to wait a year. But I can change my plan in October and get it limited down to 6 months. So in 6 months' time, I can get the surgery. So
now, do you have to lose a certain amount before you can have the surgery?
She didn't tell me anything about that. I'm sure I'll hear more about that next month because I'm seeing a nutritionist, her and a nutritionist. But I do have to see her every month until the surgery.
Right.
I was going to say most insurance companies, when you go for the gastric bypass, they require you to go to at least 6 dietitian visits.
Yeah.
I only have to have one. I have to have one or two of those visits, and then I have to have 2 behavioral health visits.
Okay. Yeah.
So really, it's not that much.
No.
And I was thinking a year, and that scared me. I was like, I don't want to wait a year to do this. If I'm going to do it, I want to do it like, soon.
Right.
But I was thinking about it, and I'm like, well, my insurance, in October, I can change that to the other insurance company. And my doctor said, yeah, I had somebody do that, and they did not have to wait the extra 6 months, even though they changed. So I was like very happy with that.
My dad had that done, probably 10, 12 years ago. And yeah, I mean, he's done wonderful with it. I mean, he used to be 475 pounds.
Wow.
And now he's like 200 and something.
Yeah, it depends.
He fluctuates. He fluctuates between about 230 and 250, somewhere around in there. Which ain't bad,
Right.
And I mean, he wouldn't have lived to be 75 if he wouldn't have had it done.
Right.
There's no way, Yeah, he'd have been gone already by now, I'm sure.
It is exciting and scary, but
yeah,
I want it, and and I know that I've seen it work. My mom had it done, and she did wonderful with it too. But then her cancer, of course, took over and killed her. But if she would have lived, she would have been in good shape.
Right.
Like 3 or 4 days after she was out of the hospital, she was not diabetic anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
to me
is awesome.
She was insulin dependent. That's how severe she was. She was insulin dependent.
Yeah.
And, so I think that I'm excited for you. I think that's great.
I'm excited for you. I'm just, I worry.
I know. I do too. I mean, we have a friend, her mom and her got the surgery within the same around the same time frame from the same doctor. They got the Roux-en-Y, and for both of them, they had complications like 10 years later. And it was crazy because my friend, she was at her biggest time, she was probably 425. And she got down to probably about 90 pounds or even less than that.
Wow.
And she could not retain any nutrition. And she looked anorexic severely.
Yeah.
And she was in pain all the time and all of that. And so she always was on pain meds and stuff, and she ended up falling asleep in her bathtub and drowning, which is awful. She was only like 34, 36.
Wow.
Something like that. She had 4 kids. I mean, just craziness, but hopefully that doesn't happen to me. I'm gonna fight like hell to make sure that doesn't happen. But all I can do is get good doctors and believe in them. That they're gonna quit
smoking.
I know.
And you gotta quit. You gotta keep not smoking. A friend of mine had the gastric bypass, and she started up smoking after she quit smoking while she was going through the process, so that they'd still give her the surgery. And then she started smoking again after the surgery, and she gets every time she starts smoking again, she gets ulcers. Every single time. And then she'll quit smoking for a while after she gets the ulcers taken care of. She's had a lot of problems with the gastric bypass, and she'll tell you right out, it's from my smoking. Every time I start smoking again, I end up having problems. She says, I quit smoking, they fix the problem, I quit smoking, and everything's fine. Then if I start smoking again, I have problems. So now she said she's done. But yeah, this has gone on like probably 2 or 3 times it's happened to her. Oh, here, Maggie had the gastric sleeve surgery in September 2014. Lost 100 pounds and have kept it off for almost 4 years. Nice, way to go.
Very good.
So was
creating-
that your goal? Was that your goal, Maggie, or do you have still more to go on your goal?
Creating Happy Monday says, do your research about how to eat on it and start now. You might be surprised at how well you do. One thing I did for my dad when he had his gastric bypass, at first, because it's so hard to remember to take small bites and to take small drinks, I went and got him tippy cups and I got him baby spoons to make it easier for him to remember to use small bites. You know what I mean? So that might be helpful to you.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
know
because it's it's in your head to just eat. You don't think about I got to take small little bites. So if you have a small little spoon to use, it's a little easier, because you're not going to be able to take a huge bite with a little tiny spoon,
Right. Yeah, I remember when my mom had hers done and she came home from the hospital, she was drinking Slim Fast drinks. Like those, like those drinks that are supposed to be in place of a meal. But she couldn't even finish a whole drink.
No.
Like she would do like 2 sips of it and she was done because like she only had like a 2 or 4 ounce stomach.
Yeah.
And so, but that's the thing is like you get so overweight, like I feel like I am, and it's like your whole system is messed up because you no longer really have an appetite. You're just hungry.
Yeah.
Right.
And you no longer really like food, but some things taste better than others. It's just like I don't want to eat, but I know that if I eat and I eat more often and littler portions, then I'll be fine. But it never usually comes to like that. Like I haven't eaten today, and it's like whenever I do eat, I'll probably eat more than I'm supposed to because I didn't eat earlier.
Because you'll be more hungrier.
And the metformin is somewhat the cause of that too, because it gives you false hunger, false, but I know that waiting is going to make me hungrier later when my sugar is, straightened out or whatever. It's going to make me hungrier or whatever. It just messes everything up.
Right.
Yeah. Maggie Doodle said I exceeded my doctor's goal. He expected me to lose 80 pounds or so and warned me when I lost 100 that I might bounce back up 20, but I haven't. It is life-changing. I began to change my eating habits 6 months before the surgery. Yep. Yeah, it's a good idea to try now to start working on it so it's not such an extreme. And then you have to carry a water bottle with you all the time so you don't end up dehydrating either.
Right.
That's a huge thing. That's a huge thing.
If you just cut out soda and fast food, you'll see a huge difference.
Yeah.
Creating Happy Monday said she's doing intermittent fasting. I eat from 9 or 10 a.m. to 4 or 5 p.m. It helps with weight and my digestive issues. So you're eating, I'm confused. So you're eating all day long? 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
No,
and then you just don't eat after 5 p.m.
Right. She just eats her meals now. Like she'll eat breakfast. Whenever she's hungry, she'll eat. But between that time, that's the only time she can eat.
Okay.
So after 5 o'clock, she doesn't eat anymore.
Well, that's what they say you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to eat after 5 p.m. anyways.
I don't eat after 8. I made that my rule. Well, in 2011, I lost 100 pounds.
Wow.
And I've gained 20 back. So,
Oh, okay.
And that was
I
just
get it,
watching
Shelley.
what I ate, doing it on my own. But so I cut out soda. I didn't eat after 8. No chips, no fast food, stuff like that.
Wow. Good job.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
now I got to
yeah.
work on it again.
That's great, Sally. I'm glad that you
I am too.
made
Yes,
the
I'm excited for
decision
you.
Thank you.
and just you're just moving forward.
I'm trying to see what Todd's dangling.
I don't know. He's got some kind of luggage tag or something.
She says I go low carb, I do better, but then that doesn't happen all the time.
Mm.
I'm gonna
She
do
said
the ruin why Maggie.
I'm trying to put a new battery in this watch before I ship it out.
Oh.
Oh,
Hi, Lori. I didn't even see you pop on.
hi, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Hey, Laurie.
Just sitting here quietly, listening.
Lori, didn't you have weight loss surgery too?
No, I did it on my own.
Oh, I thought you did.
No.
You gave
I was-
yourself surgery?
I was
Hmm?
hoping.
You
What?
hoping what? I didn't hear what he said either.
I said you gave yourself surgery?
No. Well, when I dig giant splinters out of my hand or something, yeah.
I was hoping that I'd be able to do it on my own too, but I just think that I'm like too far gone.
You know what? And you know what? If there's nothing wrong, and it used to be said, oh, well, they didn't lose weight. They didn't lose weight. They took the easy way out and did the surgery. And really and truly, that is not the easy way out. And some people just need that little jump start
Right.
to help them.
Yeah.
Some people just need, because if you go and get the weight loss surgery and you lose all this weight, okay, you're gonna be feeling good about yourself, and it gives you gives some people more willpower to keep it off, because they're all of a sudden after this surgery and they're healing and stuff, and after they've healed and they've gotten through all the initial, oh, I got to learn how to eat and everything, but once you get used to it, you start feeling really good because your health is getting back to normal,
Right.
to where it should be. And then it promotes you to eat better and to take care of yourself, because you're like, hey, I haven't felt this good in years. I need to take care of this now because and use this tool properly, because I feel freaking great.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what this guy is doing. He dropped a dog off on the side of the road, and the dog is like, I don't know what he's doing. I'm going to follow him because I don't know what he's doing. Well, I don't want him to just leave that dog on the side of the road.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's walking his dog that way or what he's doing. I just don't want him to leave him. I think he's walking his dog that way. Like the dog's running alongside the truck. But yeah, I mean, as long as you use it as a tool, like you're supposed to, I think you'll do wonderful. And there's not a thing wrong with, Nikki about to get a new dog, yeah. And there's nothing wrong with having weight loss surgery. And don't let anybody tell you that there is something wrong or that you're taking an easy way out. I heard that a lot. My husband's family, they're kind of assholes, And yeah, they said a lot of that stuff about my dad. And when he had the surgery, well, he took the easy way out, and no, it's not easy. It's probably easier to lose weight on your own than it is to do that surgery, because there's a lot of shit that can happen to you, and you can get really sick if you don't do it properly. So yeah, I don't think it's the easy way out.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you, Sally. Good job.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, I think he's just walking. He's just walking his dog, because he's just sticking with the dog. Yeah, he let him out to run, And he's just, the dog's running along with the truck. The guy's lazy. The guy's lazy. Well, he's on a back ass road that there's hardly any traffic. So, and he's taking his dog out for a run. He's not on a leash. The dog is just running alongside the truck. But I saw it was like a golden lab or something. It looked like, and I was like, "Oh my God! I hope that guy ain't just dropping his dog off."
Hey, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, it's exciting, but it is scary.
Oh, it's very scary, and it's not going to be easy, you know.
Yeah.
But you've seen your mom go through it, so you know.
Yeah.
You kind of know what's going on, so that's good. You're not going into it blind either.
Right.
You know, when I was going to have weight loss surgery too, it really helped that my dad went through it, so I kind of knew. And then my niece had the band, which was horrible. And and the doctor was like, I take out more bands than I put in, and now they don't even do the band anymore. But because that was a terrible thing. But the gastric bypass has been around for years and years and years, a lot longer than the band. The sleeve is pretty new, but the gastric bypass has been around for years and years and years. So
yeah,
you know.
My mom had hers done at UCLA, which was at the time it was like one of the first hospitals that started doing that surgery. You know, and so they were. At that time, it was like a very well-known surgery by that hospital, and they were doing it for all the people that had the money to get it done, and didn't have to worry about insurance and stuff. And then my mom had hers done there, and I was like, well, that's and she did well with it.
Yeah. A lot of people have done. A lot of people have done really well with it. So, yeah, I'm really excited for you. I have a free gastric bypass coming if I want it. I can. FedEx has to pay for my gastric bypass if I decide to do it.
Wow.
Yeah. Mine was only like the third case in the United States that workman's comp. A company had to pay for workman's comp for weight loss surgery because I gained so much weight after my knee got hurt.
Oh my God.
My bad knee ended up making me gain a bunch of weight. So, and yeah, it's only like the third case in the country that.
So do you have to do something before you get that done?
No. I almost had it. Then? I almost had it done one time, and well, because it was already it was going to be paid for by FedEx. I didn't have to go through all the crap that people going there with insurance has to go through. I didn't have to go to all the doctor made me go to a couple dietary visits, but I didn't have to go through the whole 6 months to a year. He did make me go to the psychologist, and I passed that test. Mm-hmm. And then well, his nurse, she had the gastric bypass done. And the first day I went in there, and she's like, oh, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that. This ain't fair for those of us that had to go through all this just because you're getting yours paid for. I mean, she was a total bitch. Anyways, the whole time, every appointment I went to with that doctor, and I mean, they rushed me through the system, so I didn't have to go through all that stuff. Every doctor visit that I went there, or anytime I saw that nurse, she was a total bitch to me, and she kept threatening me, if you argue with me, I'll make sure you don't get your surgery. If you do this, if you cancel any of your appointments, I'll make sure you don't get your surgery. If you do this, I'll make sure you don't get your surgery. And I was like, oh my God. I mean, she was totally freaking harassing me every single time I went in there. And I told the doctor and he didn't do anything about it. Well, anyways, I went through this whole thing. I was ready. I was the day before my surgery. I quit smoking. I did everything exactly the way they told me to do because she kept threatening me, this nurse. Anyways, I did absolutely everything they told me to do to the letter. Day before the surgery, she called and said, we decided to cancel your surgery. And I said, why? And she says that me and the doctor don't feel like you're ready for it.
Wow.
And I said, what do you mean? I've done exactly everything you guys told me to do. I did everything the dietitian told me to do in the couple visits that I saw them, and I lost some weight that they told me to lose. What the hell do you mean? And I was so pissed off. I was like, fuck you guys, I'm done. Mm-hmm. I went through all this. I decided to do it. I went through everything you guys wanted me to go through. And because she was jealous, because I could go through it faster than she could, she destroyed me. What do you call that? What do you call that? Where somebody goes against what you're doing. Sabotage. She ended up sabotaging my surgery. I was just like, forget it. So I just said, fuck it. And that was about 4 years ago. And I just never went back. I was like, forget it. And it's still sitting there. I mean, that surgery's mine if I want it. But I was so upset and this doctor was like the best doctor that you could have for weight loss surgery. Mm-hmm. And so I thought, if I can't go to him, who am I going to go to, you know? And I just haven't gone back. I was so pissed off. I mean, she started harassing me right from the first time I went in there. So.
Well, you should go get it done too, Nikki, and then we can go through it together.
Yeah. If I can get past her, but my niece just went because she's going to have I think she's going to have the bypass now again. Because she's the one who had the band and they took it out. Anyways, now I think she was going to go for the bypass. And she said that nurse is still there. So I was like, I don't know. I can't go there with her.
Well,
yeah, I should have got a lawyer. I should have. I was so mad. Oh my God. I was working at the time full time in an office job, and I had to train people. I mean, it took a couple weeks to get prepared because I had so many things that I did in that job. I'm not saying they can't live without me, but I did so many different jobs in that job that I had to train people to take over for me while I was gone. And I mean, there was a lot of shuffling around with schedules. There was a lot of training that went on. I mean, this wasn't just I'm going to take a few days off. No, there was a lot of shit that went into making it. And then the day before surgery, they call me and tell me that they're going to cancel the surgery. Screw you. Oh, I was so mad. Yeah, it just wasn't meant to be.
I wouldn't even go through them. I'd go through somebody else. So you don't.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's the best hospital here. It was the best doctor. You know, I mean, it's.
You'll just go through another doctor, and then you won't have to deal with this nurse.
Yeah, but I want the best. No, she's the nurse for all the weight loss doctors. There's only like 2 or 3 weight loss doctors. She's the only nurse for those 2 doctors.
Well, if that's what you want, then you need to just
Hi, Glenn.
do it anyways, and
Hi, Elena.
and then document everything that she does if she does do something.
Yeah, I told the doctor about it, and he didn't do nothing about it. She still sabotaged my surgery. So
go to somebody else.
There usually isn't anybody else. If your insurance pays, go to the Mayo Clinic. I could. I don't know if I can or not with that. I suppose I could maybe. I don't know. But see, the thing is that the Mayo Clinic's like 5 hours away. So I think about it like, okay, how much is it going to cost me to stay down there and all the times I got to go down there and everything else,
Yeah.
No, he's not the only game in town. No, but there's another hospital, and there's other weight loss doctors, surgeons. But I don't like that hospital. I wouldn't take my dog to that hospital. It's just me thing. I like this hospital. I like this doctor. But anyways, go to another city. Yeah. Well, I could go to Mayo. I could go to the Twin Cities too. But like I say, the Twin Cities 2.5 hours away. Mayo's 5 hours away. So if I could tell him that if she starts her bullshit, I'll say, you know what? I'll have my lawyer talk to you.
Yep. That can sometimes straighten somebody out. And
Well, see, I was afraid to say anything to her because she said if I argued with her, she was going to cancel my surgery. Oh, it's just
no.
Oh, exactly. And then they're going to have me on the table. Yeah. Piss her off, and she's going to be the one that's going to put the pillow over my head or something.
She's not going to even be around there.
I know. She probably wouldn't be in surgery, but still, I just...
It's going to be the surgery team and that doctor, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
She ain't even going to be close to you.
And, I should have went back and said, fine, I'll play their little silly freaking game, but I was so headstrong and so pissed off because I had been dealing with her, and she would just frustrate me and piss me off so bad. And I was like, I only got to go through this for a little while, I don't have to go through it like everybody else does. And so I thought I could handle it. And so I went through it and I did it. But then when she canceled my surgery, and I thought, now I have to go and tell work that we did all this preparation for nothing, and I'm going to look like an idiot, and I was so mad. Oh my God, I was so mad.
Yeah. I would have been mad too.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. And, honestly, the nurses, I don't want to take credit away from the nurses because a lot of times nurses do know a lot of stuff. And I give nurses credit. They deal with a lot of stuff and they know a lot of stuff. But, yeah, sometimes they take that way too far.
Yeah. Hey there, Mary.
Or you could just do what I had to do and drink that nasty stuff and lose 10 pounds. I like to never got any sleep.
Oh, I'm sure not.
I'm like, oh my God. Why do they? And then they want you to drink it at midnight. So I didn't get any. I had to be there by 7 in the morning. So I had to leave here at like 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock to get there. I'm like, when do I sleep? So I spent yesterday snoozing.
Yep. Alana says every state has regulatory compliance boards reporter.
Sorry, I had to pee, guys. I was on a mission.
That was kind of what we thought you were doing.
Thought you were getting a little quickie.
I was on a mission.
Bridget. She's awful now. What'd you do to her, Valerie?
I didn't do any. What? Why did I get blamed?
No, I'm just being myself now.
Nothing. I did nothing. I'm a little Miss Innocent.
That's me. That's me.
Yeah, right.
That's me.
That's me. No. I'm the innocent one.
I call BS on both.
I know, me too. I used to play that game when I was a teenager, but
It was funny. I met somebody at and a friend of mine, is her friend, and he's like, "Oh, you're so innocent and sweet." And then after he got to know me a little bit, and we like knew each other, as friends or whatever for a couple months, he goes, "Never mind."
I attach my phone to the Bluetooth to this vehicle. Did you sync it?
I'm having a hard time with mine too. Mine worked fine, and then all of a sudden, I'm gonna have to unhook the battery or something and hook it back up.
Huh. That's weird. Bluetooth on your phone in searchable mode. It will not sync. Huh.
That's what mine's been doing. And then mine started talking to me in a foreign language, so.
Oh.
Yeah, so I got I'm gonna unhook the battery and hook it back up, try to like reset it or whatever.
I used to love that thing in my car. Oh, it was just great. It was awesome. Just to be able to talk through the speakers, that was, to me, that was just like amazing.
I use mine for music mostly, like, or YouTube, listening to and stuff. But, I don't know what happened.
Oh, good. Yeah, yesterday, last night, slept so good.
Good.
It was nice and cool, and
But made it worth it.
Oh man. It was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good night.
Good.
Alana says my whole house smells like onions.
I love onions.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't like how it makes everything smell like onions, though. Like if you have clothes or jackets or whatever hanging up.
Can't get rid of the smell. Yeah, Summer, I did get my AC fixed. Apparently it was the filter, probably along with the coils being dirty. So I cleaned everything and then replaced. I got under the house, and if you see the video,
did it herself.
Oh yeah.
You clean the coils?
I cleaned the coils. Well, I didn't clean the coils underneath the house.
Okay.
I cleaned the actually not the coils. It was the fins.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
I didn't do any of that. And I was not planning on doing Yes, ma'am. I crawled under.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Everybody helped me, egged me on, so I got in there, under there, and did it.
Yes, she did.
You can
She's
figure
very
out how
brave.
to do it yourself. It's a lot cheaper.
Oh yeah. So, yep, everything is working great. I didn't see any snakes. That doesn't mean that there was none under there, but I didn't go looking for them.
Valerie
She
is
told
like
them all
Wonder
to.
Woman.
She rebuked them before she went under there.
She rebuked them.
That's right. That's right.
Valerie's like Wonder Woman crawling under houses and lifting 30-pound bags of clothes. And
I am woman. Hear me roar.
Fixing a starter on our truck.
Rawr.
Our ignition.
who needs a
Ignition,
man?
yeah.
Who needs a man?
Nobody. Except for one thing.
And we don't even need them for that either.
Yeah, my one thing is carrying out the trash.
Thanks for all the shares, Glenn.
Because I was at Goodwill last night. 2 kids in a sealed car over 90 degrees outside found the good way to get your kids taken away from you. Told the front desk to make an announcement over the loudspeaker. Well, that sucks.
Wow.
Hopefully they got a hold of the parents and got it taken care of.
Yeah.
Dumbasses.
What
I remember when I was
happened?
a kid,
I'm
we'd
gonna
play
go back and
party out
read.
in the car with my brother. Would deliberately go to the car and close each other in and see who could stand it the longest.
Oh my gosh.
Stupid kids. Haha, you got out first.
You wimp.
Now I feel like I'm gonna die.
You wimp.
Oh.
Yep. Stupid kids. Bet you won't jump off that house. Double dog dare you.
Yep.
Some people are so stupid.
Oh yeah.
But then again, they take somebody like me. You know, they make somebody like me, give somebody like me a bad name who doesn't leave their dogs or kids in the car, sealed car. But they still, even though I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, they still call the cops on me. And then when the cops get there, they're like, well, you didn't do anything wrong. And I'm like, I know I didn't do anything wrong. But now everybody thinks that they're just Superman and they got to come and save everybody. So that even the people that aren't doing wrong get the cops called on them.
That's great, Alana. That's pretty cool. Shelly said she's doing her daily video after the show is over, so if you get a chance.
Oh.
I think she usually starts it usually comes on at 10, so that'd be 8 Pacific time.
California, yeah.
Yeah.
They've called the cops on me before because I had my dog in the car. The windows, all 4 windows were open in the car. And my Jack Russell was out there. Now, my Jack Russell, if you don't know Willow, she has really bad separation anxiety. And so while I'm gone today, she's probably at home barking and carrying on and jumping up and down with her bad hips all day long or most of the day. And then when we get home, she's going to still be jumping and throwing a fit. Anyways, so a lot of times I'll bring her to town with me because I'd rather have her do that jumping around in the car for a few minutes while I'm in places than all day long at home. So anyways, I've brought her to town with me, and I've had all the windows open, but because she jumps and throws herself back and barks and everything, everybody thinks that she's under distress. So they end up calling the cops thinking that she's under distress. Even though, like one time I had the cops called me, she was parked in shade. It was a cooler day like today. She was parked in shade. There's plenty of breeze coming in and out of the car. She was totally fine. Another time I've had the cops called on me, I had the air conditioning running in the car for the dogs. And they called the cops because I only had just a little tiny spot of airflow coming in for the dogs. Well, it was because I had the air conditioning on.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it was extremely hot outside. But because she was in here acting like an idiot, they called the cops because they thought she was under distress. Then another time I had her in the car, she was in the shade, again, nice airflow. I was in the bar. But I was only in the bar to eat. We were there for Taco Tuesday. And we were in there for, I don't know, about maybe a half hour, if that. But like I said, we were in the shade. We're in the north up here, a lot of times in the summertime, we get nice breezes coming through here from the lake. Anyways, I was in the shade. There was breeze going through. Well, I glanced out of the window looking at Willow, and this lady was sticking her hand in my car. I'm like, what the hell is she sticking her hand in my car for? And so I went outside, and I says, what are you doing? She goes, you need to mind your own business. These people are in getting drunk while their dog is out here getting ready to die. And I'm like, really? I said, this is my business because that's my car. She goes, well, maybe you should take care of your dog instead of going in there and getting drunk. I said, for your information, I don't drink. I'm in there for Taco Tuesday. I said, we've been in there for about 20 minutes. We're about done eating. I said, so you need to just step away from my car. And she's like, I called the cops. I'm waiting for them to come. I'm like, oh my God, you dumb bitch. Why would you call the cops on me? Oh. Anyway, she ended up, I started yelling at her. She finally left. The cops never came. She was lying.
Hello.
Or they just didn't come. I don't know. But anyways.
Mother's mustache says, laugh my ass off. I love it. It says chick picker on my car screen. Yes. My hustle. Yes.
All right.
Aw. That's sweet, Anissa. Yeah. I know, Alana. I know it. So, Summer, is eBay open over? And are you back home? I seen your hotel room. It actually looked pretty nice. I was impressed. I did the eBay dance all the way to the coffee pot for y'all. Thank you. Oh, today is the last day still here. Good. Have you done anything fun? Summer? Like, have you done any partying or, you know? I know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but.
Did you go tell Elvis that Valerie loves him? Oh, wait, she does it herself. No.
Oh my gosh. Stop.
Bridget's going to get in trouble.
No, my mouth
I
is
can't
up.
believe it. Believe it.
I'm not saying nothing.
Breakfast is 7:30 to 8:30. Trying to wake the hubby up. Yep. Just get on the bed and just jump on the bed. He'll wake up.
So you're exercising.
Yeah. Or you could do some exercising. But
I know a surefire way to get them up, but I can't say it on camera.
Say that too.
What?
There's a good way of getting them up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, heck, he's already in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just jump on.
Yep. There you go.
We know what's on your mind, Bridget.
Yeah.
Riding the pony.
My husband never oversleeps when I want to get going.
He has his mask on, not sexy at all. Just take it off. Or cover it with a pillow.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Now, I do want to go. I want to go to eBay Open. I don't know why, but I want to go. Probably just to see all the people being crazy and stuff. But I think that would be fun to go.
Just for the experience alone would be fun.
Yeah. Just to go. I mean, I don't, that's the thing. I don't have to go to all the different little seminars and everything. I guess I could go maybe to one and then have fun the rest of the time.
Well, you'd wanted to because that's what you're paying for.
Well, that's true. All right.
Mm.
Speaking of eBay, anybody get a message that says act now to regain top rated seller status? I checked my status and all my numbers are fine. But yeah, when you click on it says go to seller dashboard, they want I'm already logged on to eBay, but yet it wants my password. I was like, I don't think so.
Are you doing free returns?
No, not for top rated plus. It just says top rated seller.
Oh,
Yeah.
Regular top, which I'm already that, and all my numbers are fine.
yeah.
So I wouldn't.
Yeah, mine are too.
I'm not doing anything. So.
Mm-mm.
Lana, I seen that. It's a glitch.
Wait. What'd she say?
What'd she say?
What?
That fuckers.
Oh,
It's a glitch.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I'm confused.
Sorry, I had to rat you out there. Oh.
Oh yeah, they might have been referring to global.
Yeah, I rarely send anything international, but I've only sent one, I think, this year, maybe two this year so far.
Wow.
Not very many. Last year I sent a bunch of global shipping items, but
Yeah, I haven't gotten anything lately. I mean, I haven't because they said that I was at risk at losing my whatever it's called.
top
They're
rated.
top rated.
Yeah.
yeah.
Why?
Or, no, actually, it was not top rated, but the I was at risk at losing my international something or another, so I can't ship
What?
because I haven't been shipping internationally lately. So I guess if you don't do that very much, I guess they knock that off your list.
Yeah, but if nobody buys from you internationally,
Well,
how are you supposed to ship it?
How can you control that?
Yeah, you can't. They have to
Yeah.
buy it from
Mm-mm.
overseas.
Exactly.
That's
So
weird.
That's ridiculous.
I know.
But have you had any dings for international?
no,
Me?
No,
Me either. Mm-mm.
Oh,
none.
I haven't either.
Yeah, that's why I am losing my top rated for global is because the amount I send percentage wise, not because of customer service. Right.
Yeah. And I asked them about that, and I asked if I continue not being able to sell overseas or out of the country or whatever, and I said, will that make me go down to below rated or anything or below standard? And she said no. She said the lowest it'll make you go is to above standard, and then if you start if the percentage kicks back up, then it can go right back into it.
oh,
So you won't go below standard as long as you don't have any dings or anything
that's good.
that are linked to the global.
I don't
So.
agree with that though, because you can't control
I know.
who's going to buy what from you and where they're located. That's stupid.
Like I've only had 157 global transactions in the year, and I'm still top rated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Well, That's because if you have them like the other day, I had a couple international, and then I've had some before. I mean, not too long ago. But if you're consistently doing it, but if you go 3-4 months without any international sales, I suppose that would bring your percentage down because.
Well, yeah, I mean your percentage is going to be down, but why is that going to hinder
I know that's dumb.
you from selling any in the future? You don't have any control over that.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Do you guys use a global shipping program?
Yeah,
I do. Yeah.
I do too.
that's all I.
Me too.
So
Actually, since I've been using that, I've seen my global numbers go up.
Have you?
Yeah.
I think mine went down when I started using global shipping, but I don't care.
Right.
I like the ease of the global shipping program.
Me too.
My Canadian orders have gone down. They've gone down.
Yeah.
All the other ones have
Yeah.
gone. But I mean, my Canadian orders, if I really want to, I could do a local pickup because I can just go across the border with it. I live not 2 hours from Canada.
yeah, Karen.
So could you bring it up there?
Yeah.
And send it to them cheaper? Like you were in their own country?
Yeah. As long as I don't say I'm bringing something over the border to sell. But yeah, probably I could. I'm sure I could.
Yeah.
Just pack it up and take it to their post office.
How far are you from the border?
About 2 hours. If I had enough orders to make it worth it, or if I was going over there anyway.
Yeah. I'm about an hour and a half from the Canadian border myself.
Just not close enough here.
I don't know.
You're on the other side.
Yeah, I don't understand that. But.
Yeah, I used to ship all the time to the international. I used to ship constantly international. Almost as much as I shipped to the United States, but I mean, it wasn't much lower than what I shipped to the United States. And then when I took on global shipping program, those went way down. I hardly ever ship international anymore now, but like I said, I don't care.
Yeah, Karen, they are. You have to, when you get up to that border, you have to just pay attention to what the custom agents are saying. Like, you have to take your sunglasses off. Don't look at your phone,
Yeah.
They will have a fit.
Bye, Alana. Good day.
Bye, Alana. I brought some more clothes to town to list today.
Oh, man.
Good.
You are turning into the clothing seller I never thought you would be.
Yeah, right.
I know, right?
I'm actually, I used to sell a lot of clothes, but men's clothes. But then they raised their prices at the thrift stores, and it was like, I don't know if I'm going to make enough money.
That's awesome, Anissa. 800 feedback. You're doing great.
Nice.
800 feedback for what?
eBay.
eBay.
Oh.
Feedback.
Good job.
Yeah, I am. What am I? I'm nearing the 1500 mark.
Haha, got you beat.
Nice.
I was like,
I have.
Okay,
geez,
Todd.
I'm not even going to get a comment on that? What the heck?
I said nice. I said that's good. But then I said, Todd, what do you have? Because he said, haha, I got you beat.
Oh my gosh. We don't want to hear about it.
So what
It's
do
a
you got, Todd?
competition. It's a competition.
How much feedback do you have, Todd?
I have more than I should.
Then I won't tell you what I have.
My main account has thousands, but I've had it for years and years and years. But my new account, that's not very good.
19,
I don't even know what I have.
23.
1923?
That's good.
Nice. Yeah, that is good.
Dang. Summer says she's almost at 25,000.
Wow.
Hmm.
I have
think-
11,100.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think I'm around 12 or 13,000 on my main account, and then
Yep.
I think it's 12,000. But God damn it!
Grandma Magic Classic. So, what'd you think about the Handmaid's Tale? Did you like it?
Good job, Dwayne.
Dwayne's got 972. That's awesome. You're getting close to that 1,000 mark.
Telemarketer,
Right.
keep calling my damn phone.
Yeah, you're glitchy. There you go.
All right. I'm headed to the rummage sale. I'll see y'all in a little bit if you're still
Are you
on.
going to do a show now?
Have fun.
If I get anything.
Get something good.
Been pretty slim pickings the last couple of times I went.
Oh, you got those watches.
Got 2 watches last time.
Yep, that's good.
Alright, see y'all in a bit.
Nice here, thrift swap.
Bye.
Bye.
Have fun.
I said so. I gotta quit yawning. God, I was so raring to go this morning. Well, see, I've been sitting. That's why. Now I'm just like, oh, I'm getting tired from sitting around, driving around town.
Yeah, I know. Grandma Magic Classic. It does. It's weird. Sally, your phone's
I can't hear you, Valerie.
I can't get it.
Sally, your phone is ringing.
What did you say, Valerie?
I don't remember. I lost it. It's gone. It's all gone.
Dwayne says you're loud.
I'm loud?
He says, "Dang, you are loud, Nikki, or at least your background is."
Oh, sorry. I'm driving.
It's just
Road noise.
we're used to that.
Road noise.
I have my headphones in. Maybe that's why. Maybe my microphone's picking stuff up more.
Grandma Magic Classic says I shot more than I sold yesterday. Needed bubble wrap and big bags. Yep.
Yeah.
I did order some baggies. Baggies.
Let's not start again.
I know.
Baggies.
Yeah. That's it. See, you changed it.
No, that's what I always say. Baggies.
Okay, there you go.
She's still saying baggies.
Okay.
That's what I always say.
Baggies.
Okay. Did you sell some costumes at Grandma Magic Classics? I'm ready
Oh, my
for the
knee
next
itches.
That's weird because mine was just itching. That's freaky.
Oh, my knee itches like crazy. Is it your right knee?
No, it's my left.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe we're gonna get some money. I don't know.
What?
Maybe it's like the palm.
I was gonna say, I never heard that about the knee.
I never heard of that. Hey,
I just made it up.
I'll go with it. That's the case. I'm gonna fight it.
And is Dwayne being a smartass in the chat?
Always.
I'm not gonna send him the package I have for him today.
Wouldn't expect anything else.
Are you sending me a package too, Nikki?
No, I'm sending Dwayne and Valerie a package.
What the heck?
Why not me? What happened to sending me a package?
Daly, I sent
I'm
you.
left out now. I know you sent me a package because you let me, Bridget.
Because I love you.
I know.
All I'm sending Valerie is that washcloth I bought her at that rummage sale that day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm.
that's right. I forgot all about that. Yes, I do need a better magnet. I do know that. I need to look for one.
What do you need a magnet for though?
To see if it attracts to the metal.
Uh-huh.
So if it doesn't attract to it, then it could possibly be gold or silver or something like that. Right? Am I right? Or am I right? Or am I wrong?
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
And then if it attracts, then that means that it's got like.
That means it's not.
It's not gold or silver.
Okay.
Basically. You started by calling everyone knuckleheads. Yes, Sherry says, Valerie, here's some inspiration to go to auctions. I bought a lot of Christmas stuff and there was a ton of tissue paper in it. Winning. There you go. I love my tissue paper. Yeah, I actually want one of those magnets that Carol has. I need to find out where she got that from. Because it's kind of like a stick. It's not a stick, but it's like long.
It's telescopic.
Is it telescopic?
I have one that's telescopic. You can, and it's for cars. So like if you drop a screw or a part when you're doing something.
Oh yeah.
You can reach down and it'll pop it back. Magnetic.
Yeah.
I carry that with me.
A wand. Yeah.
I sold two or three Christmas items last week.
That's awesome.
Good. That is good.
So yeah, I would get all that listed. Christmas stuff, costumes.
Yeah, July's a good Christmas month, and I don't know why, but everybody's.
My magnet has a rubber cover on it. Okay.
Hey, there's a lot of jewelry sellers that
eBay
open. Yeah.
Oh, I bet. That's cool. Christmas in July sale. Yep. So that's what I can look at. I can look up maybe like a wand magnet.
The Saint wants to know if anybody does promoted listings. I do.
I do.
Promoted listings?
Yeah.
I do occasionally, just
I don't.
To try it out, but I don't usually do it. Once in a while I do it. Just if I'm thinking about it, I'll be like, oh, let me try it. It never does any good for me though.
I don't do promoted listings.
I get just as many sales with or without it. So
Yep. Yeah. Me too. I tried it a couple times, but I didn't see any difference either. So why give them more money if I don't see a difference?
Right. Yeah. Oh, there you are.
I'll be right back.
Whatever you do, don't put wand in eBay search.
Uh-oh.
Now I gotta do it. You can't tell me not to do something.
That's so funny.
What kind of wand did you put?
I just put wand. And that's a little more than what I wanted to spend.
Oh.
But that might work. I don't know.
Well, that's interesting. Hand carved.
Okay.
I would think that would hurt. It's like a quartz crystal.
Ooh.
Hand carved, huh? I mean, somebody had to
Yikes.
set for that to model it, or what?
But yeah, if you have a store, you have a credit, you can apply them.
Yeah, you do, but not much. I have an anchor store, and I don't think it's that much, really. But I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Yes, naughty girls. Of course.
Who said we're naughty? Keep scrolling.
Yeah, I will
It
definitely.
wasn't wood, Cindy. It's like a crystal, like a quartz crystal. Huh.
But yeah, I'll get one of these.
You think that would be cold?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Valerie.
Well, the wooden ones would be splintery, so.
Yeah. That would not be good.
What's that?
Yeah, there's some cheap ones on here. I'll have to.
Try Amazon.
What was that? So there's a certain kind of wand or a magnet that you want to get. I can't remember what the name of it is.
20 speeds. Yeah, you don't need 20 speeds.
Oh my gosh.
Valerie, you have me down a rabbit hole now.
Yes, I did say I'm going to get me one of those, but not what you're thinking.
Doesn't take.
It's amazing what they get away with by just using the word wand.
Uh-huh.
Put in gold tester magnet.
Dwayne said neodymium.
Okay, neodymium. There we are. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Neodymium. Dymium. Something.
First, I didn't know what he was talking about. I was scared to search it.
So what you guys doing today?
I have to work.
I have to list. I cleaned up my living room yesterday, and I have a pile. So
I'm doing all my offer likers right now because it's the day thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Closet clear out or whatever?
Not closet clear out, but the other one.
It's not today. It's tomorrow, though, isn't it?
No, it's today. I'm almost sure.
It says we're counting down to Friday with make a deal days.
Oh.
Oh, then they tricked me.
Yeah,
Damn you, Poshmark.
I'm sorry.
Oh, winners. Oh, okay. I see what it is. The price.
We're counting down to Friday with make a deal days. Winners every hour. Enter now. So they are doing it probably until tomorrow night.
Okay. I just read it wrong.
Enter now. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Enter now, which means if you make a...
Do them now and then they end on Friday?
Yeah, I think so. I
they
think
announce
that's...
the winners on Friday?
Let me go right into it and see. Ready to turn your likes into cash. Make a deal. Days are back today only.
Okay.
Use offer likers now and automatically be returned to win big. Be entered to win big.
So today only, so you have 15 hours and 57 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, they worded that really strange.
I know they
Yeah.
did.
Because when I looked at it, I was like, well, that's not until tomorrow. Okay. No worries. We'll get her done.
Are you shutting it down?
Probably pretty quick here.
What?
Yeah. Gotta get some
I have to go
work
potty,
done.
so
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and shut it down so you can say goodbye. I hope everybody has a great
Bye.
day. We'll see y'all later. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye now.
say it
Have a great